It started as a rumor. Strange lights in the sky. Drones, at least that's what the authorities called them, appearing in clusters over U.S. military bases, nuclear plants, and remote regions. The government claimed they were harmless. Surveillance, maybe. Probes from a foreign power, nothing to worry about. But then, the sightings increased. News reports of swarms of unidentified craft near strategic locations, hovering silently, defying radar detection, moving with impossible speed. The military scrambled to explain it. Some called it espionage, others dismissed it as hysteria. But those who saw them, pilots, soldiers, civilians, knew something wasn't right. Then came the day everything changed. The first ship appeared in Earth's orbit. Silent, unmoving, watching. It was unlike anything we had ever seen. Not a satellite, not a rogue spacecraft, not even a recognizable shape. It simply hung there, just beyond our reach. Then another appeared. Then dozens. Then hundreds. They didn't fire. They didn't send messages. They didn't move. At first, the world held its breath, waiting for something to happen. But the ships remained motionless. They did nothing. But their presence alone was enough to change everything. The first week felt like a slow-motion nightmare. Stock markets crashed overnight. Flights were grounded, businesses shuttered. People stopped going to work, glued to their televisions, waiting for news that never came. Schools closed as families prepared for the worst. Shelves in grocery stores emptied. Cities that were once thriving became eerily silent. For the first time in modern history, no one knew what tomorrow would bring. Some tried to stay calm. Others spiraled into paranoia. People whispered theories. Were they here to attack, to observe, to take something, to save us from ourselves? Governments struggled to maintain control. The United States president addressed the nation, calling for unity. But trust was already broken. Nations suspected each other of striking secret deals with the visitors. Whispers of war grew louder. The military was on edge, fingers hovering over launch buttons, waiting for a threat that never came. For the average person, life felt like a countdown to the unknown. Imagine the fear of a father staring at his children as they slept, wondering if they'd wake up to a world at war. The panic of a mother stockpiling food, watching as her neighbors did the same, locking their doors, avoiding eye contact. The quiet terror of a teenager scrolling through endless conspiracy theories online, wondering if any of them were true. People called loved ones, saying things they should have said years ago. Streets were filled with hushed conversations, tense glances, and the eerie absence of normalcy. And then, one by one, countries started making their own moves. The United States and its allies prepared first strike options. Russia and China hinted at launching preemptive attacks. Someone had to act first, right? The world couldn't just sit and wait. The real invasion wasn't coming from above. It was happening below. People turned on each other. Governments collapsed under paranoia. Wars started, not against the visitors, but between nations desperate to seize control before someone else did. Cities burned, not from alien weaponry, but from riots, military coups, and power-hungry leaders using the chaos as their excuse. And the ships? And then, as suddenly as they had arrived, they left. No attack, no demands, no message, just gone. And in their absence, we were left with the ruins of our own paranoia, our own fear, and the wars we had started ourselves. The invasion that wasn't an invasion still ended the world we once knew. Maybe that was their plan all along.